Malcolm's Praise Live 365 weekly podcasts for September 26th to 30th, 2022, What Happened in America and Internationally. I will use the Associated Press, the New York Times, and other accurate news sources to keep you up to date with what you need to know as we head into the new week. On Monday, the New York Times wrote, NASA's DART spacecraft deliberately crashed into a small asteroid, testing a method to protect Earth from large space rocks in the future. We have impact, a NASA commentator said, as engineers guiding the robotic probe cheered. On time and on target, NASA's double asteroid redirection test spacecraft slammed into the space rock at more than 14,000 miles per hour. In my opinion, I have questions and concerns about all the money and resources being used to explore space, when we have so many struggling here on Earth, struggling to have access to food or affordable housing. If God wanted us to go to space, then He would have equipped people to live in space without a spacesuit to survive. That's just how I see it. Let's make sure we have our own house in order down here on Earth before we invest in space. Subscribe to Malcolm's Praise Live 365 on YouTube, and hit the notification bell, so you will know when I drop a video. Like, comment, and share. Tuesday, the Salt Lake City Associated Press reported, churches defend clergy loophole in child sex abuse reporting. It was a frigid Sunday evening at the Catholic Newman Center in Salt Lake City when the priest warned parishioners who had gathered after Mass that their right to private confessions was in jeopardy. In my opinion, for years, the Catholic Church has had a child sex abuse scandal with boys and priests. I don't understand why this is still happening in the Catholic Church. I thought the priests are supposed to be like a father figure of God. The priests are human beings and have needs. We don't have any relationships with minors like Catholic priests in the Protestant Church because most pastors and clergy are married. God has filled that desire not to have relations with minors. Listen to Malcolm's Praise Live 365 on player.live365.com/A33199 to stay encouraged. On Wednesday, the New York Times reported 6 people were shot at a campus in Oakland, California, that houses multiple schools, prompting lockdowns and evacuations, the authorities said. 3 of the victims were in critical condition on Wednesday afternoon. The conditions of the other 3 were unknown, according to a spokesman with the Alameda County Sheriff's Office. In my opinion, the Republicans want open carry gun laws in America. But the Democrats must remind people what they will do to protect the schools so that everyone can go home safely at the end of the day. I believe God is laughing at the Republicans because they claim to be the party of law and order, but they don't want to pass a bill to protect children. The Republicans now are following the last occupant of the White House, who did not make children a priority. That same day the New York Times reported that Coolio, the rapper who helped define hip-hop in the 1990s with anthemic hits like Gangsta's Paradise, has died. He was 59. His manager, Jairus Posey, said he was told that Coolio was found on the bathroom floor at a friend's house in Los Angeles, and that attempts to resuscitate him failed. In my opinion, God called Coolio home because Coolio was finished God's assignment on Earth. Subscribe to Malcolm's Praise Live 365 on YouTube, hit the notification bell, and like, comment, and share. On Thursday, the Toronto Associated Press posted this headline, Yankees star Judge hits 61st home run, ties Maris American League record. Aaron Judge had gone 7 games since his last home run with 34 plate appearances of fans quieting to a hush and snapping photos with every pitch. Then with the scored in the 7th inning on Wednesday night, he drove a 94.5 miles per hour belt-high sinker to left, an absolute rocket. He had tied Roger Maris' American League record of 61 home runs in a season, which is what many fans consider baseball's clean standard for the sport. Judge's two-run homer lifted the Yankees to an 8-3 victory over the Toronto Blue Jays. In my opinion, I knew that Judge would tie Maris's home run record. Listen to Malcolm's Praise Live 365 on player.live365.com/A33199 continuously to stay encouraged. On Friday, the New York Times reported, Virginia Thomas, the wife of Justice Clarence Thomas and a conservative activist who pushed to overturn the 2020 election, told the House committee investigating the January 6 attack on the Capitol that she never discussed those efforts with her husband, during a closed-door interview in which she continued to perpetuate the false claim that the election was stolen. In my opinion, people think that the 2020 election was stolen because the last occupant of the White House spread that lie. God is uncovering everything slowly now because the truth will set everybody free. I don't believe that a husband and wife don't talk about politics at home. Also on Friday, the Economic Times reported Keith "Wonderboy" Johnson gospel music singer passed away at 50. Keith "Wonderboy" Johnson was born in Brooklyn on May 17, 1972, and debuted with his first gospel album in 1998, Through the Storm. Legendary gospel singer Keith "Wonderboy" Johnson passed away on Friday at the age of 50. Keith sang with the late Reverend Timothy Wright a popular gospel song, "For the Rest of My Life I'll Serve Him." In my opinion, God called Keith home because he was finished God's assignment on earth. God has kept us this week, and some people were called to heaven because they were finished with their assignments on earth. We are not finished yet with God's assignment for us. If you want me to give my opinion on a story, please comment below and email me at mjphillips471@gmail.com. Be blessed. Listen to Malcolm's Praise Live 365 on player.live365.com/A33199. Subscribe to Malcolm's Praise Live 365 on YouTube. Hit the notification bell, like, comment, share, and stay encouraged. This is a Malcolm's Praise Live 365 podcast October 2, 2022.